As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
Happen is that if Manny Pacquiao is really considering of coming back to professional boxing, I think that would be a good measurement and sign and a marketing for him.
According to insider reports, Floyd Mayweather Jr., the undefeated boxing legend, recently paid a visit to Manny Pacquiao's training camp in Los Angeles. As the Filipino icon prepares for his highly anticipated comeback fight against Mario Barrios, this unexpected encounter between two of boxing's most iconic figures has sent shockwaves through the sports world. The visit has reignited discussions about their legendary rivalry, mutual respect, and the evolving dynamics of the sport. Mayweather's visit to Pacquiao's camp is more than a casual drop-in. It symbolizes the complex relationship between two of the greatest boxers of their generation. Their rivalry culminated in the fight of the century in 2015, a bout that lived up to its immense hype and left an indelible mark on boxing history. Since then, Mayweather has transitioned into a successful promoter and exhibition fighter, while Pacquiao shifted focus to politics and humanitarian work. Yet despite their different paths, the shared respect between them has always lingered just beneath the surface.
You fought against Manny Pacquiao, you fought against Floyd Mayweather. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest puncher, what would you rate both fighters?
We all know that Mayweather is not known for a big punch. It stings. It stings, yes. I would have to say they're about the same. It's funny because I didn't feel Pacquiao's punch. It didn't do anything to me. So I didn't really feel his punch. They punched the same. The only difference is that Pacquiao has the ability to really maybe knock you out, but he's got to land that perfect punch. And Pacquiao's more of a, he doesn't have that good timing like Mayweather.
What about speed?
Speed? It's different. It's different speed because Mayweather is a guy who for one fast shot, boom. Pacquiao is. He'll throw 4, 5, 6, 7 punches and fast. I think both guys might be the same.
The rivalry between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao stands as one of the most significant and lucrative in boxing history. Spanning more than a decade, their eventual clash in 2015 was the result of years of anticipation, stalled negotiations, and overwhelming public demand. Initial talks of a bout began around 2009, when both fighters were at the peak of their careers. However, disputes over drug testing protocols and promotional disagreements delayed the matchup for years.
Any version of Mayweather would have always beaten Pacquiao, in my opinion. I think Mayweather would have always done what's necessary for Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao had a greater career, but I think Mayweather is a better fighter. And I think Mayweather had the right things for somebody like Pacquiao. I mean, he had the right one-punch speed. He had the right IQ. He was bigger than Manny with longer arms. He had great feet. It's just a kryptonite for Manny Pacquiao. I personally thought so.
Manny Pacquiao spoke about that he shouldn't have.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not going to say he's right and I'm not going to say he's wrong. But it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said it's a time and a place for any and everything.
Pacquiao's boxing career is nothing short of extraordinary. Over his journey, he captured 12 major world titles and claimed the lineal championship in 4 distinct weight classes, flyweight, featherweight, super featherweight, and super lightweight. Remarkably, he remains the only fighter in history to win world titles in 4 different decades, from the 1990s through the 2020s. His fights have consistently drawn massive audiences, generating over $1.22 billion in revenue across 25 pay-per-view events, underscoring his immense influence and star power in the sport.
Philippine boxing legend Manny Pacquiao leads ESPN's list of top 25 Asian athletes of the 21st century. The 8th Division World Boxing Champ bested the likes of Chinese basketball icon Yao Ming and Japanese baseball superstar Ichiro Suzuki, who finished second and third respectively. Completing the top 5 are Korean football star Song Hong-min and Japanese-American Naomi Osaka. Also making the list, the Philippines' first ever Olympic gold medal winner, weightlifter Heidelin Diaz, and the PBA's 7-time PBA MVP, Junmar Fajardo.
In September 2021, Manny Pacquiao officially announced his retirement from boxing to pursue a political career. He ran for president of the Philippines in the 2022 elections, but was ultimately unsuccessful. Despite this setback, Pacquiao remained active in other areas, including serving as a senator and continuing his extensive philanthropic efforts.
Your thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's retirement?
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people, I want to just say this real quick because I know we got to go because we got one more thing to discuss, Marcus.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money from him. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromising, because he's a giver. He's a special dude. I'm going to miss him.
Now, at 46 years old and nearly 4 years removed from his last fight, Pacquiao is officially returning to the ring. He is scheduled to face WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios on July 19, 2025, at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. The announcement has reignited excitement and curiosity about whether the legend still has what it takes to compete at the highest level.
Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios is a done deal. Fight will either happen July 19th or July 26th in Las Vegas or San Antonio. And it's not going to be a pay-per-view. It's going to be free on Amazon Prime. Whew. We blast Jake Paul for these types of fights. And yet a current world champion and Mario Barrios is going to go after Manny Pacquiao. Listen, I get it. You get to share the ring with the legend of Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest to all ever do it. But he's been retired now. He's already in the Hall of Fame. Manny Pacquiao did not look good in his previous exhibition he did last year either. Mario Barrios should easily run laps around Manny Pacquiao, destroy him. Why are we wasting time with this type of fight? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Listen, 147, welterweight. Me and Talani just got done talking about this in our interview. 147 is a historically great boxing division. And there is great talent in the division right now. But the problem is that guys don't want to fight each other. We don't want unifications. We don't want undisputed. And we're getting fights like Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Why? This fight makes absolutely no sense. If this is even somewhat competitive, that is embarrassing on Mario Barrios' part. Why are we wasting time with this fight? Listen, Brian Norman Jr. should be fighting Boots Ennis, but he chose a decent alternative. Fighting Sasaki in Japan is fine. That's still 2 debatably top 5 fighters in the welterweight division fighting each other. I'm A-okay with that decision. Boots Ennis finally stepped up and he did the unification fight against Danny Onis. Great. Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he? I get he still loves the sport, but listen, you are an all-time great, a legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do those little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing A real legitimate fight. I get for its world championship, but against Mario Barrios. And why is Mario Barrios agreeing to this?
George Kambosos Jr. once had the privilege of training with Manny Pacquiao and often credits those sessions as transformative for his career. He learned more than just technique. He absorbed mindset, discipline, and mental toughness. According to Kambosos, Pacquiao's influence wasn't just physical. He taught him that boxing is as much a mental game as it is physical. Observing Pacquiao's training firsthand helped him understand how to blend speed, intelligence, and preparation into a complete fighting strategy.
Trained with Manny Pacquiao had to be a huge asset for you, because even though Bay was probably your biggest name opponent up until then, you'd been. How many rounds had you done with Manny?
250 rounds over 3 world title campaigns.
So it started with the Jeff Horn fight?
It did, yeah. When Jeff got, obviously, the fight with Manny Pacquiao, I was in Los Angeles, and I was sparring his ex-sparring partners, Jose Ramirez and Ray Beltran. I was doing 5-on-5, and these guys are good fighters, former world champions. And Freddie come over and goes, Manny's got the Jeff Horn fight. So yeah, I'm hearing about it. He goes, well, you're sparring his sparring partners. How would you like to go against your countrymen and help Manny prepare?
Mario Barrios, a 29-year-old American boxer from San Antonio, Texas, currently holds the WBC welterweight title. He secured the championship in September 2023 with a dominant performance over Yordanis Ugas, knocking him down twice and winning by unanimous decision. With scores of 118-107 and 117-108, Barrios firmly established himself as a legitimate champion following Terence Crawford's move to the super welterweight division.
Last time I interviewed your sister, and she told me when you were kids, she would do the best in sparring. She would get the best of you.
Oh, yeah. No, usually.
When did that change, Mario? When did that change?
He wasn't the only guy she got the best of in San Antonio. She got the best out of everybody, man. Shit. No, yeah, my sister's a beast, man. Like, she couldn't spar the other females a lot of times. Cause
Unfair.
Yeah.
Mismatch.
She was, like, overwhelming, man. She was just naturally, strong. And, so, yeah, most of the time, sparring partners, they were dudes. But, I couldn't really even, like spar with her serious up until I was like 17 or 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Despite the age gap and experience difference, Mario Barrios is not underestimating Manny Pacquiao. He is preparing with full intensity, treating this bout as if he's facing a prime version of Pacquiao. His training camp has been all business, and his coach has emphasized the seriousness of this challenge. While there is clear admiration for Pacquiao's legacy, Barrios' hunger to cement his own legacy is undeniable. This fight represents more than just another title defense for him. It's a defining moment. Facing a living legend comes with high stakes, but it also offers the opportunity for lasting glory.
Mentioned a lot of people are asking what's going on. Are the rumors true? Is it possibly Spence? Is it Pacquiao? Who is Mario Barrios sharing the ring with next?
You know what? He's put himself in a great position through hard work. He's a tremendous story when he turned pro and what he's been able to accomplish being a 2-time world champion. And I always told everybody, he fights all comers. When we fought Gervonta Davis, all my hats off to Gervonta Davis. But it was very difficult for us to make the weight. We were going to move up in weight. They presented us, with this opportunity, and he said, you know what, I'll bite down for it one more time. And then from there, obviously we had a tough loss, but it was a competitive fight. And his first fight at 147 pounds, he goes on and takes on Keith Thurman. No tune-ups, no getting used to the thing. Goes at that point is about as good as you can get in the division and took on that. So he takes on all comers, all challenges. His first world title against Petirov, the Russian, is about as tough as you could have done at the time. And so I think he's earned the right now to be in the biggest, best possible fights. And now it's going to be up to Al Heyman and Louis DeCubas Jr. on what they see is best and fit for his career, whether that's, Pacquiao, Spence, if that's a unification with Boots Ennis.